What is going on, everybody? It's the Firestorm. We're back again with another Elestrals Divine Champions reveal reaction. We're on day 21 of this 25 days. We only got 4 days left, but we got Kite Knight and Knight coming in, and a Spider archetype comes into full swing.
It's time for us to reveal two Elestrals you have never seen before, and they fit right into my Spider deck. I'm super excited. Kite Knight and Parachni. Let's dive in. Yesterday was a crazy day as I revealed Arachne's Lair and a handful of new cards to pair with Hestia and the upcoming Spider archetype that I am a big fan of. It's super fun. It's a really fun deck. I'm going to break down today why it's so fun and one of the really key enabler cards in this deck that's going to allow you to do some funky things. It's going to disrupt your opponent and really put them on the back foot. We've got a lot of cool reveals today, but make sure you guys have your pre-orders locked in for Firestorm. We're getting close to the end of our reveals. We've got our Dallas Open this weekend, which, by the way, we're going to pause on reveals for a few days because we're going to be at the Dallas Open. So watch the Dallas Open stream this weekend, and we may have some reveals there as well. But these official reveal videos every day, we're going to pause them until next week, just so we can focus on the Dallas Open because most of the team will be in Dallas and we'll be a little busy. So anyway, without further ado, get your pre-orders in. Shop.elestrals.com. Get that incredible Stellar Exaltair. Pre-order for Champion of Hermes. Amazing cards in this set. And of course, you can get pre-orders in with your local game store to get the incredible Stellar Emphyrix Champion of Hestia. Lots of amazing stuff. But listen, I told you guys about Arachne's Lair yesterday, this brand new stadium card that hits the field. Then anytime you play one of your spiders, you get to draw a card. That's super great, right? A lot of advantage can be generated. And because these spiders have so many cool effects that allow you to drop stats and manipulate the battle, they give you an opportunity to trade really easily, and because you're generating so many resources by drawing, it allows you to set up your counter runes and really make for a really difficult game plan for your opponent to deal with. And this next card is going to actually do that in a really special way, and that is none other than Kite Knight. Little Kite Knight here.
Oh, it's so cute, adorable. It's got a little sad face on its little webbing in the back. That's adorable. It's a spider, but still. You can disenchant wind from this Kite Knight in order to special cast a Warmite or Frostmite from your deck. Ooh, interesting. This, of course, goes hand in hand with the Arachne's Lair, because if you play this Kite Knight and you have Arachne's Lair on the field, you disenchant, you get your Warmite or you get your Frostmite, and you get to draw a card. So, interesting. It says from deck. It doesn't say deck or hand. So if you just so happen to have a Warmite or Frostmite in your hand, you kind of have to and if say that's the last Warmite or Kite Knight or Warmite or Frostmite you have in your hand, it's like not in your deck, then you can't use its effect because it has to be from deck. I think it should say deck or hand in my opinion, just because.
Is a brand new Nexus form of Warmite and Frostmite, and it is a 1-cost wind Elestral, and it's actually based on this really cool phenomenon of spiders and something called ballooning, where they actually like take their webs and they fly long distances. It's a crazy thing. Look it up. It's really wild. We captured that idea with Kite Knight here, and it's got a super cool effect. 1 attack, 4 defense, and it's very much like Boom Bat. You can disenchant a wind spirit from this Kite Knight in order to special cast a Warmite or a Frostmite from your deck. So this essentially replaces itself with Warmite or Frostmite when you disenchant. If you're able to cast it out with 2 spirits somehow, then you can keep it on the field. But generally, you're looking to use this to trade into your Frostmite or Warmite. And the reason why that's important is when you play this card with Arachne's Lair, you're immediately getting to draw. You can disenchant from Kite Knight and cast out a Frostmite or Warmite, and then you get to draw again. And you can customize which one of those spiders you want to go into based on whether the threat on your opponent's side of the field is an attack position or defense position, and it can be very customized to the deck that you're running and open up a ton of possibilities. So Kite Knight is actually a really cool card in the Arachne's Lair archetype because it allows you to draw 2 essentially from the cast, and you can pressure your opponent with whichever spider you need to deal with what they have on the field at that time.
And also, if you somehow get this Kite Knight, keep this Kite Knight on your field for 1 turn, and you're able to play the Kite Knight. Say you got 2 on it somehow, you disenchant to get the 1 spider. You go to another turn, and you still have Kite Knight on the field, and you disenchant to special cast. Then you could take that Warmite or Frostmite and ascend into Parachni or Parachni in the next turn if you wanted to do something like that.
I love this little guy. He's super fun, and I can't wait for you guys to explore Arachne's Lair with Kite Knight, Warmite, Frostmite, and this next card, it's Ascension Parachni.
And it's got a parachute as its thing. That's kind of cool. You know, it'd be normal cast with two wind if Arachne's Lair is enchanted. So it's got the lift power. It doesn't have anything else, but it's got the normal cast ability like all the lists do. That's cool.
Paracni swoops onto the field with 6 attack and 5 defense as a 2-cost win, and its effect is very simple. This Paracni can be normal cast with 2 wind spirits if Arachne's Lair is enchanted. Now that may not seem like much at first glance, but now you have the ability to cast out Paracni when Arachne's Lair is on the field, and you're getting a free draw on that and dropping down a 6/5, which can actually be really difficult for opponents to deal with, and they don't really want to shield it because you could bring it out the following turn. This card is really, really strong, and it's a great fit into these spider decks, being able to put more pressure on with a bigger body that pairs so nicely with the stat dropping effects of the other spiders that you can run. And again, you're drawing a free card every time you're casting out your spiders, which gives a significant advantage after a few turns into the game. If you can stick your Arachne's Lair in that first turn of the game and keep it there, you're gonna have so much draw advantage with the spider deck if you're running 3 base set War Mites, 3 Champion of Hestia War Mites, couple Parachnes, couple Kite Mites, couple Frost Mites. You're drawing almost every turn with that setup, and it creates a very difficult situation for your opponent because you're getting so many resources that you can use to heal, pair with Ash Rabbit, Hestia's Hearth. A lot of cool stuff. I'm a big believer in Paracni. This card is super fun, and it'll be one of the new hollows you can pull out of Firestorm. And speaking of new spiders and new arts and new hollows that you can pull in Firestorm, we've got a brand new full art. One of the coolest full arts I think we've ever had. Ben-Aphra crushed this one. We've got the full art Paracni flying onto the stage, man. I love this
that's
thing.
creepy in a good way, but that is creepy.
One of the sickest full arts. I'm immediately going after 3 of these bad boys. No doubt about it. This is going to be the...
You can see all the Parachnes around just falling, like parachuting down as if they're coming into a battlefield or something. That's kind of funny.
My chase card, for sure, out of the full arts. I love this card so much. You just have a bunch of Parachnes ballooning and parachuting their way onto the battlefield. Super nuts. This might be some people's worst nightmare, but I think it's super epic. I hope you guys are excited for the full art Paracni. And here we go again, more chase cards for me to try to get. I got a bounty on this guy too. Stellar Kite Mite is coming to Firestorm.
Oh, look at the little blue. I like the blue with the yellow. I mean, obviously the yellow does remind me of War Mite's original stellar color, but it looks so much better, I think, paired with the blue than the pink that the original War Mite was.
Storm. Only 99 copies will ever be made. I showed you the effect, but little green Stellar Kite Mite here is flying along with all his buddies in the wind. I think this card's so adorable, and I love its Stellar palette. I've never been a huge fan of green Stellars, but this one is so elegantly done. I love me little Kite Mite, guys. I really do. I hope you guys are excited. A super cool new Stellar to chase after in Firestorm. Now you've seen the full capacity of the
That's it? Wow.
Spider archetype until Frostmite and Polaracne get their new champion forms at some point. We'll have to see what those look like. But we got a lot of awesome stuff here. That's it for Firestorm on the spider front, but a lot of awesome stuff. Arachne's Lair, Floracne, Champion of Hestia, Warmite pairing with Hestia's Hearth, Kite Mite giving you flexibility to draw and pick whichever spider you want to go into. And then, of course, you got Paracne, which drops at a massive 6 attack onto the field and generates draw advantage. A lot of really cool stuff to be excited for the spider archetype. Brand new in Firestorm. I'm jazzed up about it. Like I said, I've already got the deck there. I'm ready to go at Dallas. No updates this weekend because we're going to be at the Dallas Open, so make sure you guys watch that. We're going to be...
All right, that is the 25 days of the Moonrise, well, not Moonrise, I'm sorry. The 21 to 25 days of Divine Champions. We have 2 days off. We won't have another one until Thursday, till Monday, obviously, which will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all of next week. I'm going to be live streaming the first round, Swiss rounds of Dallas tomorrow, so make sure to check that out at twitch.tv/DefenseClub, and I'll see you guys next week for more Champions of Firestorm. Until then, my name is Frost. I'll see you guys later.